like love, 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 and music. La la la, love, 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 and music. Love, love.
Hello, everyone. Thank you for tuning in. I am Jay Lee. This is Jay Lee's Corner. This is my review for Love and Hip Hop New York. This is season 9, episode 3. Happy Hump Day, y'all. See, this will be well. It's 12/12 nonsense. It's technically Wednesday. Hump Day. Okay. I hope everybody had a great Tuesday and all that good stuff. Okay, do not forget to become a whole Jaybird by subscribing to my channel. Hello to all my Jaybirds. I love you all. Do not forget to like, comment, and share this video. To always hit that notification bell to shop my Teespring merchandise. And to, as always, if you want to send me something, the P.O. box is always open. The address is in the description box below. Let's get it started. So we see Yandy and Juju meeting up, right? Yandy saying how I'm saying she don't know why Juju left Jonathan's party because she came and it's like that's the whole gift bag, y'all. I don't like what's that behind her? It's a gift bag. Y'all know it's Christmas time, so stuff all around my house that's backed up here or whatever. Anyway, like, oh, I had a potato chip. Y'all know the later it is, the more crazier it gets. Anyway, yeah, Yandy was saying she didn't know why Juju left Jonathan's party because she came and, was kind of crazy, whatever. So, you know what I'm saying? She also brings up how, she had no, wait, what? No, Juju then say, I didn't read my old notes. Juju bring up how for her, she had no idea that Jonathan had an issue with her. She brings up how, you told me about his party. And, you know what I'm saying, he had no issue. I didn't know about that until Bella mentioned it to me. I then get there and I so out of pocket, yelling and fussing or whatever, being her extra self. And I was just over the bullshit by the time you got there, whatever. She's like, Jonathan kept saying how he felt like I was secretive, and I don't like that. It's like, I felt like a person who says that you're being secretive is the way of them saying that you're being sneaky, and I'm not sneaky. I don't like, people thinking that I'm sneaky or whatever. Yandy saying, well, you do believe for stuff else. I can get what he mean by, you being secretive. She's like the breakup with Cam, you didn't tell us about that. I'm like, Lord Jesus, okay. She says, well, yeah, because I was with them for a long time. And, for me, I was dealing with it on my own. And I just kind of waited until I was able and ready to talk to y'all about it. You know what I'm saying? I had to find the strength to open up and talk about it. So, you know what I'm saying? But she do bring up how when she did tell Yandy and Remy, the first thing Yandy asked, well, how long y'all been broken up? Not like how you doing. Well, my second question, though, was, saying, did you need anything? But your first question was how long when did it happen? But I digress. You know what I'm saying? Yandy then brings up how, she feel like, she tells Yandy, you can't make me feel bad about, wanting to wait until I was able to talk about things and I was at a point where I was okay talking about it. To talk about it, you know what I'm saying? And I feel like Yandy's a whole hypocrite simply because I don't get how no one can get. I was hurt by something that happened, so my first reaction wasn't to talk about it because it was too painful for me to talk about it. And once I was able to talk about it, I told you, and we fucking talked about it. But I told you all the time, Yandy, you know what I'm saying? She's real wishy-washy, whatever. But yeah, she's just wishy-washy, whatever. So we see that whole thing. We see Rich meet with Jacquay. I guess is it Jacquay or Jacquees? Is that interchangeable? One thing to the king of R&B, the other one. Anyway, Jacquay. I think Jacquay. So Rich meets with Jacquay. I guess they gonna pour him down our throat. Like I guess they gonna just make him be on the seats and try to be something real. I'm just, so many fucks. I can't really give two. I can give like half a fuck. So it's like half a fuck because Jacquay there, half fuck because Rich there. So them two put together equals one whole fuck. But let's see how long I can hold that one whole fuck. So basically Jacquay, like, you know what I'm saying, I need you to come through and hang out with me or whatever because I'm working with this girl named Nia Lee, and I want you to be there, like for some show or whatever, and I want y'all to be able to coexist in the same space. And Rich and Nia Lee got into it a couple seasons ago because Nia Lee was all extra, extra, treat Rich like he ain't shit. I don't know many artists that Rich has dealt with, but I do know is it was a reason he was put on the show, and it was a reason when he was first on the show he was working with Olivia, who was a real artist. So I mean, he not the Dream or Pharrell or Ray J or I mean, I think he's the producer slash manager. Well, he ain't the top notch, but I'll give him props to at least being, in the vicinity of the industry or whatever. So, it is what it is. Rich, like, what I'm saying, cool, what I'm saying, I'll see, because since you seen it, she changed a little bit now, since it's been a minute since I've seen her, I'm down. Because Jacquees, how she's a different person now. Okay. Rich then said, well, I need you to come through for me to, you want me to kind of, what I'm saying, help you or do whatever with the Nia Lee girl or whatever. I'm like, what the fuck was that? And I think it was a car outside, but I'm like, if I gotta go shoot somebody because they're at my house, we're gonna do that. Anyway, so he then said, I want you to meet this artist I'm working with, and I'm saying, it's like a whole mystery artist or whatnot, and I'm saying, I want you to kind of write a song for her. I guess Jacquees is big in writing. We know that it be writers who we have no idea who they are, and they wrote hit songs. So I guess that's what Jacquees is. He said, "Oh, you like working with her? You like working with her?" He's like, "No, no, no, no. It's just work. Like nothing more, nothing more, nothing more." I'm like, when he said that, I said, "I know who it is that he talking about, because they've been bringing her up. She was gonna be on here." We later see, Rich and Jacquees meet up with this mystery person, and it's who I thought it was. It's Sydney Star. Sydney Star is a popular trans woman who is in the entertainment industry. Okay. We'll just say that. So, what I'm saying, she tells Rich how she wants to be the biggest star in hip hop or whatever, and how people want, she's gonna be bigger than anybody he's ever worked with, and she's ready to do this. I guess she wants to be a rapper. Or just an entertainer, basically. For me, she's very extra. She is not aggravating extra, but like, do I want to be bothered with this extra? And not like Cardi B extra. It's more Anais extra. Like, I don't, like, sometimes it's cool, but half the time it's not. Or like, what do you do really that you're entertaining me? It's a weird thing. But, her energy has nothing to do with her being trans. I would feel the same way if she wasn't. I'm just like, I don't know how to read her yet. Like, I don't know if I like her yet. I don't know how to take her yet. Because I'm like, she's just extra, but I'm not sure why. Okay. But it could be because that's just kind of the trans community. Who knows? Anyway, so, she does a freestyle. And it's funny because when Jacquees walked in, he didn't know who she was. So, or he's acting like he didn't know who she was. So he also did not know she was trans. She's not clockable at all. Unless you know who she is, you wouldn't automatically think that she's trans. Because when she's all done up, she's a beautiful girl. Oh, she's a beautiful girl. Anyway, again, she does a little freestyle. And she did a freestyle, and she mentioned in her freestyle, I'm a female with a dick. And in another part, she said, they call me Venus because I have a penis. And the whole time, Jacquees was like, did you hear the fuck? She's like, he didn't know. She's like, well, yeah, I'm a trans woman or whatever. He's like, all right, that's cool, that's fine or whatever. That's, he didn't have an issue with it, and he gave her a point. It's like, look, you seem nervous for one. You kept saying, yeah. Like you were doing too much, kind of ruined the flow. He said I could catch in the middle, in between, when you kind of was nervous and you didn't have nothing to say. You was kind of, what I'm saying, flowing or whatever. I said, oh, that was a like a good critique. Okay. But you tell her, what I'm saying, you can kind of work on that. We can see what we're gonna do. Girl, bye. We see Jonathan meet up with Sin, Kim, and Anais. He said because he feel like Kim and Anais owe him an apology from his birthday thing or whatever. I'm like, really? You think so? My birthday was a shit show. I can't believe it. Sin in the whole great mood because she back from Cabo, her man, and she didn't got some dick, because she's very, very much satisfied right now. So he then, the minute they all sit down, he gets on Anais first, okay? You started that bullshit with Juju from the gate, and you didn't have to start it with her. I don't know why you started with her. You should just left it alone. And she like, I was defending you because, you know what I'm saying, she was attacking you. Juju was attacking me. Kimbella was. Kimbella like, wait, I wasn't attacking you. If anything, I was thrown into the bullshit between you and Juju, and you try to make it seem as if I said some things that I did not say, and it was a whole bunch of bullshit, Todd. And you know what I'm saying, you tossed me in some beef I had nothing to do with. Jonathan still trying to say, well, you did say that she was secretive. No, she didn't. That ain't what she said. And even though she said that she can see what you meant, she then said you just have to earn that girl's friendship and that girl's trust for her to tell you more things. Like, but that don't mean that she's secretive at all. Like, Kim Bella did not at all agree in that aspect. Okay, so it's a bunch of bullshit. And then as he trying to check Kim Bella, and Ais gets all mad and upset. This is some bullshit. It was all your fault, and you won't take account for it. You trying to put the blame on everybody else, but it was really you, because she said you should have handled your beef with Juju before your party. Okay, that's what you should have. You trying to play innocent, and you know what I'm saying, you trying to be innocent and blame everybody else. At this point in time, him and Ais now yelling, like loud, get the fuck out arguing, and they like in each other's face or whatever. And then, you know what I'm saying, he told her how most of his problems come from defending her fake ass. You know what I'm saying? Whatever, I'm done. They yelling back and forth. It's too loud, too much for me to comprehend. I know he called her wig dust. He called her fake. And I think he called her an infidel. I said, really? Okay. Anyway, so she leaves. You know what I'm saying? Then he tries to go back and talk to Kimbella, just saying how, you went back and told Juju what I said, because the thing that Juju said, only you could have told her. And she was like, yeah, but still, it was stuff that you said, and you then tried to put me in it, and I didn't say shit. So Kim like, you know what I'm saying, I never called her fake. You did all that, you know what I'm saying, and I'm not with the bullshit. And then she left, and it was just him and Sin sitting there, and I'm pretty sure Sin was like, I ain't got shit to say to you. I'm just here for a scene. Because she didn't say nothing. So, it was all over. We do see Juju meet with Remy. Remy was at a photo shoot, doing photos for like a new clothing line. She gonna have her own clothing line. I'm like, really, girl? Anyway, she's pregnant, taking photos, wanting her little burger. She brings up how she has a whole foundation. So some of the proceeds from her clothing line will go to her foundation, which is to help women who get out of prison. I said, that's great. They really do need that. And she said how she working on her album coming. Girl, you and Bow Wow should just do a whole little duet, because both your albums are coming forever, okay? Forever and a goddamn day. I mean, I'm not even excited for Remy Ma music anymore, simply because it's taken so long for her to put stuff out. I'm like, and I know right now she's pregnant, so she probably can't do that or whatever, but still, like, I mean, when it come out, I'll listen to it. But I'm like, it took you 7 winters and 6 summers for the girl. Anyway, Juju brings up how, her and Jonathan got into it. You know what I'm saying? How her and Yandy had a little conversation or whatever. And she feels like that Jonathan was calling her secretive because she got that from Yandy. Because Yandy then said, like, I do think you be secretive. So she's like, she felt like Yandy was one who started the conversation for her being secretive, and she don't like it at all. She don't like it at all. She brings up how, Yandy then mentioned, well, yeah, you secretive because you didn't tell us about your breakup when it first happened. Honey, Juju then said, you know what I'm saying, but I didn't bring up the fact that she didn't tell us that her and Mendices wasn't really married, that they didn't really sign no marriage license or whatever. That I said, ooh, bitch. And Remy was like, ooh, bitch, because it's true. It's absolutely true. You being mad at me for not telling you something personal that happened in my life, and you did the exact same thing. You did not tell us something that was important in your life that wasn't, that was going on. You and that man weren't even married. Okay. So Remy was laughing when she said it. And she's like, well, you know how things can happen or whatever, how you get when you like in a mood or whatnot. So how about we all meet up and now play mediator? Cool, what's gonna happen? We do see Anais at home with her kids and her husband Ruben. I'm happy they made it work and they still together, whatever. That's kind of cool, cool, cool. So we do see that she was at home, like being a whole housewife, and mother. She had her 2 kids who was home doing homework. We see Ruben with the little laundry basket. I say, I don't know if I believe he do laundry. Okay, I don't know if I believe that. We see she has 2 kids, right? She says Diamond is 4. She said my kids are a lot of work. Okay, they're a lot of work. She says Diamond is 4 and he has autism. And then her King said King is loud like his mom. And I said, oh, okay. So I do know, if for her 4-year-old who has autism, kids with autism, depending on where they fall on the spectrum, it can be a lot. It can be very, 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 very stressful. I'm surprised that she's able to be traveling and doing all this stuff when her son has autism, simply because usually at that age they need some structure. So and it don't. It's just weird to me. So I don't know. I wonder if that's a reason as to why she also be trying to, break free of that house, because having a child with autism can be very stressful, and parents sometimes with kids with autism don't get breaks. So I'm like, that could be something. So the kids, go away to the bedrooms and whatnot and go to bed, or try to go to bed. Her and we've been talking. She brings up how, I'm saying, we need some help or whatever, because we got 2 kids. They should not be running us ragged. But if mama always gone, and kids need structure, especially a child with autism. So that he could be such a handful because he has no structure, no schedule. So it's just like all over the place. And so I do wonder about that. And I'm kind of surprised that she didn't talk more about the son with autism, just to explain like how her life is. So it's weird because she went from helping the kids to homework to telling Ruben, I don't need your help with the clothes, the laundry or whatever, to saying, I've been in the game 15 years and I'm not where I'm supposed to be. Saying I just feel like I should be more than what I am. And people don't realize how much I don't get support from whatever it is. She was like a woe was me moment, and I was just confused, like, this what like, I feel like Anais is not where she's supposed to be, because she's not. I don't think Anais is supposed. I think her personality is teen too much, and it's a turnoff for people. I think she just does too much. I think she does too much, and that detours people from even noticing if she's talented, because it's just, I don't know. She was aggravating to me at this point, because I'm looking like, you complaining about being a wife and a mother, and that basically you want to be a star and you're not one. Anyway, we do see, I don't know what else to say. It was a short little scene with City started meeting with her friend, and I was like, oh, do we care enough? Yes? No? Maybe? Not really? She just say how she's nervous. She's nervous because she wonders if Rich will be strong enough to deal with, having a trans client, and if he will bend to the will of people, accusing him of being gay because he's working with a trans person, or if people will get upset with him. Why every time I come to Space Guard, if people will get upset with him and just say, things about him, because again, who he's working with. And the friend then said that man name was Rich Dollars. He would do whatever as long as it's about the dollars. Okay, it has to be about the dollars. And I agree. She like, well, who is Rich work with? Well, he worked with Erica Mena. I said, girl, that's a joke. And then she also mentioned that he worked with Olivia. And I said, see, that's what I said before. Olivia was a credible artist. She was a credible artist, and she what's this thing? And y'all know I was doing 2 things at once at all times. But she was a credible artist, and when he was working with her, she was singing and she was talented. So I'm not surprised that that's the person she's saying is the reason she wants to work with him. It does kind of make sense. But I'm like, you might be sitting next to the next hip hop star. I think she got a long way to go. I do. I think people see these out of the box personalities and they don't realize it don't work on their. Everybody can't be Cardi B. Everybody can't be a Tamar. Everybody can't be a Bobby Lights. Everybody can't be. It's just sometimes it don't work. Sometimes when you're extraness, it don't work. Even everybody can't be a Hennessy, Cardi B's sister. It just, everybody can't be Miley Cyrus. Everybody can't be Iggy Azalea. I'm saying? It is like, take Azalea Banks. She supposedly is talented, but her antics keep her stagnant. So, I'm saying? It be some shit. We see, Jewel in the studio, whatever, and he rapping with his new teeth. And I'm like, it's just funny. Because hearing him talk is funny, but hearing him rap, you can still hear the difference in him trying to talk with them damn new ass teeth. The word was good, and it was just, I'm like, I can tell the difference in him before and after. I'm like, I need him to, if he go to prison or whatever, because we don't know what's going to happen with that. If he go to prison, I want him to spend all them times in prison learning how to talk right with them teeth. Just talk every day, make it be real, real normal. Get real used to it, brothers. Get real used to it. Anyway, you know what I'm saying? In the confessional, he look high. Not or stressed. Like this is a whole bunch on his shoulders. And you can look in his face, you can see it's taking a toll on him. And you know what I'm saying? He do tell because Kim Bella come there, whatever, and he like, I talked to my lawyer again, and some things have changed. You know what I'm saying, my lawyer told me that actually, if I take the plea deal, it'd be more like 27 to 37 months. If I take the plea, and that's 2 to 3 years, because 2 years is 24, 3 years 36. So it's like, I'm saying, a year and a month or whatever. Well, no, 2 years and a month or 3 years and a month that he can do just if he take the plea. And if he go to trial, it can be 47 to 57 months. Something like, okay, there's a lot going on here. So, you know what I'm saying? That's if he's found guilty at the trial. So the hard part is he could go to trial and get found innocent and do no time. That's very true. However, he can go to trial and get found guilty and then do way more time than he expected to in the beginning. So, you know what I'm saying? He just had to figure out what he wants to do, because that's just more time than he thought would happen. And she's like, I just don't want him to go away at all. So it's just so hard. Then she kind of was like, you know what? I just question, I just don't know what you be thinking or whatever. I'm saying, how do you feel? Like, you going to be going away or whatever. Are you okay with going away? Like, the kids will be 11 and this age and that age. When you come back, how do do you want to go away? And to me, it was a dumbass question. Yeah, I want to go away. I'm like, it was dumb. And he said, of course I'm not okay with it. Of course I don't want to go away. I'm saying, but I'm still trying to decide what I want to do. And then, so she goes from that to something well, you've never really suffered any consequences. That piece of hair fell on my eye. You've never, suffered any consequences on what you've done. And I'm saying, you have not owned your part being on drugs. And when she said that, I was like, well, what the fuck I got to do with the part that's he in China? I was confused. This is the thing. He then says one has nothing to do with the other. I feel two different ways. I feel like, as he said before, he was so high on them pills, he didn't even realize things that was going on. That's one part of it. However, he not going to jail because he was on drugs. He going to jail because he was dumb enough to have that gun in his bag. And he's not supposed to have it. So what he's going to jail for, it doesn't have anything to do with his drug use. However, you were high when you got arrested. Okay. However, he supposedly also went to jail for 30 days and got clean. So I'm like, this ain't the time to talk about his drugs. If he clean right now, he know he clean now. He know he was on drugs. He said that I was so bad on drugs that's what happened. You said in the last episode that he said to you, he felt like God put him in jail because he didn't know how he was going to stop. So he's happy he went to jail because it got him off drugs. So my thing is, he had a drug problem because he said that to you. But you can't want that man to say words how you want him to say words, okay? He said he said he was on drugs. He said that. So I'm my girl the fuck back. She then say how, when you was constantly high for like 3 years and I had to do all this on my own, so all because you want to be on drugs and you need to learn a lesson. He was like, so you want me to go to jail? And I said, what is this bitch talking about? Like, you did just say like you need to learn a lesson. Like, you were saying like you do need to go to jail. I was so confused. I'm looking like, you saying I don't want him to go to, I don't want him to go away at all, but then it's saying, but you never face any consequences. You need to learn a lesson. That's saying that you want that man to go to jail. Like, bitch, what are you doing? Like, that ain't how I would talk to my dude. If we together right now, when it's a whole trial and tribulation, I'm not gonna beat him down about stuff that we can't change. I can't change the 3 years you was high back then. I can't change that right now. So why would I bring it up? Like, that ain't gonna help shit. So I don't, girl. I'm different. I'm a different breed. You know what I'm saying? And he like, you know what? I ain't talking about this no more. I'm done. I'm gonna leave. Cause he like, again, it to me it didn't make any sense either. I'm saying, I'm like, Kimbella, shut up. Kimbella has every right to feel bad that, you know what I'm saying, he put her through all the bullshit that she's been through, but you stayed. You stayed knowing you stayed with that man when he was on drugs, and you stayed with that man while he was high with no teeth. You then stayed with that man with that damn teeth fixed. So my thing is, what you acting now for? Like, oh my God, now it's so bad that you done all this bullshit. Now I'm upset, and now we need to, you need to repent and testify and tell. Girl, it's for the cameras. She for the cameras, and he like I'm going through some real life bullshit, and you want to be on some fake bad. Nah, girl, I'm done. I'm gonna leave. And I'm like, at the end of the day, y'all talking about his drug use from 3 years ago, not gonna get him out of jail. It won't fix shit. Nothing. So, girl, just think about it. We do see Yandy, Juju, and Remy meet up. Remy, like, you know what I'm saying, at times Yanni is just annoying. That's just how she is. You know what I'm saying? That's just her, so we just have to deal with it. You know what I'm saying? She then sit them both down and say, okay, I know it's some tension between y'all or whatever. You just said, it's okay, Remy. I can tell her how I feel. And, she's like, look, I feel like the secretive thing started from you. I feel like you started that bullshit or whatever. My friends don't call me secretive. And, you know what I'm saying, you then use my breakup as an example of me being secretive. She's like, but however, you kept your marriage not being legal a secret. Okay, you kept that from us and we didn't say not one word. I said, girl, come through, Juju, come through. Yandy in her confession then gonna say, you know what I'm saying, we didn't tell anyone because we were figuring out, how to deal with it because he was going through his trial stuff or whatever. It's like in Juju's case, she didn't tell me because she didn't trust me. Bull the fuck shit. You and Medicis maybe didn't say anything immediately, but you told Mendices on the show that you hadn't signed the damn paper, that you still hadn't signed it. He thought once he went away, you had signed it. So you can't make it seem as if y'all decided to not do it and that was it. No, y'all had probably talked about that for a minute and you were supposed to sign it and you never did. So, girl, the fuck back. No, and for you to say like we was just, we was waiting because we was dealing with stuff, that's the same reason she waited, because she was dealing with losing Cam. Like she said, I was with that man for 10 years and you know what I'm saying, I just had to deal with that pain on my own for a little bit of a minute, but I told y'all after it happened. Hell, Cameron didn't tell nobody either. Everyone found out at the same time. So, I mean, what's the fucking big deal? Anyway, Remy then said, like I'm saying, well, y'all both kept something personal close to the vest for personal reasons. So I feel like, I'm saying, it shouldn't go no further than that. Like, no one should use the word secretive or sneaky or any of that. Like, we should just don't use some words and y'all should be fine. And then Yanni said, you know what? Well, I'll be fine with, I won't feel any kind of way. I won't take it personal that you don't trust me to tell me stuff. I said, bitch. And Judy was about to say, that ain't what it is. But then Remy like, you know what? It's time for food. Let's go. I'm like, see, you can't have a pregnant person as a mediator because she ain't gonna let them finish. Judy should have said, that ain't what it is, bitch. But Remy just kind of stopped it. I'm like, that. See, Remy's boring. Remy Ma is boring on this show. Like, she's not entertaining. Let's just be. And I'm a Remy fan. But let's be clear. She should have just been quiet. The fact that she stopped the conversation and said, because it's time to go eat some food, and it was, it could have been like a little bit. I was like, girl, bye. Anyway, Juju not telling them that had nothing to do with her not trusting. It had everything to do with she was hurting. And she wanted to be able to hurt on her own and then have the strength to talk about being hurt. Juju, I mean Yandy, go sit your ass down somewhere. We see, Naya at her little performance or whatever. She looked different now. She has a weave now, so she's not bald anymore. And she was rapping. She looked half naked. She had on pants that was like, it was real stripper ish. Like, it was just real. I don't know. It wasn't ugly at all, but I was like, oh, that's what we're doing. Okay. Rich and Jacquay is there. Jacquay is there. Naya come out like, hey, Rich, I know Rich still be with the bitches or whatever. And she's basically being concerned with who we messing with. And I'm like, for what? And we supposed to care why? This is supposed to be an interesting thing? It is? I don't care. Rich to tell her, before when they met, how she came in, I'm saying, oh, rah, rah, rah. He said, at the end of the day, you shouldn't come into a room with someone who's been in the game for 20 years and talk to them like they nobody. And I was like, that's true, but Rich, you kind of like a know somebody, you know what I'm saying? Like, you're a nobody, but a somebody to somebody, but nobody to other people. So, this is weird, but I get what he meant. Like, you came on the show, you knew you was working with me, and you came on some bullshit, trying to be popping, and then your ass ain't pop nowhere. Now you back trying to pop again, and you still having to deal with me. So, he tells her how, a person should have confidence. Absolutely. You should be confident in yourself. You shouldn't be, rude to other people or whatnot. I'm my girl back. We then see Sydney Star walk in, who's bubbly, bubbly, bubbly. Hey, y'all. Hey, I'm here. And then I'm like, who is this? Like, what is she? Like, who is this person or whatever? Who are you? I'm like, Lord, here we go. Sydney to me overreacted to Naya saying who she is. Everybody know me. I'm popular. I was famous before you was. I'm like, I don't think you're famous. I really, even though I get what she mean that more people probably know who I am than you. But I still felt like they both was trying each other. Like, two newbies on the show want to say, who are you? When both of y'all are probably on the same level-ish of know somebodies or whatever. So I'm like, it's a whole bunch of know somebodies in the room trying to be relevant. And I'm like, I mean, I told y'all, it's a half fuck for Jacquay, a half fuck for Rich. I don't have enough fucks to also care about Naya and Sydney Star right now. I just don't. But before the whole thing pop off, Rich was smart enough in his management skills to say, Sydney, let's go. We ain't finna do this. Because again, Naya and Sydney was going back and forth a little bit, but he pulled her away like, let's go. When he pulled her away like, let's go, he tell her how, I like that he stopped that situation. It was cool. He then tell her how, she can't be turned up in those kind of situations. Jacquay then come over saying, yeah, you was doing too much, and you came in trying to take over, take Nia's energy. I was like, what the fuck are you talking about? I'm like, did we not see it all? Did we not see it all? I was like, I didn't agree with him saying how you were trying to take over. You came in too hype. She just extra all the time. But I'm like, her being extra don't dim nobody else to shine. Like, why was Naya even, girl, I don't care. I don't. I'm like, I don't agree with him saying that she was doing too much, even though she wasn't doing too much to outshine Naya. What she was doing had nothing to do with Naya. It wasn't until Naya said, who are you? I don't know you. That she said, well, what you mean? You know what I'm saying? Everybody know me. But it wasn't even a big deal. I'm just like, but again, a whole bunch of know somebody trying to be somebody's, and I just nope. So he then told her, like, if you do that again, I'm not writing no song for you. I just can't. Yeah, I just can't. Kimbella and Jewels go to court. They're on the way to the court thing. He still don't know what he gonna do. You know what you gonna do, bro. You already know. He said, I either got to go to trial or take the plea. I don't know. I don't know. I won't know what I'm gonna do until I walk in the courthouse or whatever. They come out later, and he took the plea. Ooh, really? Duh. You know what I'm saying? He then said how he also did not fully know that the judge can still give him more time than what he agreed on if the judge wants to. And I said, well, that's fucked up. All the way. So in the car, Kim Butler's like, we need to address the fact that you was on drugs. I'm looking like, why do y'all need to address the fact that he was on drugs? We know that. That's like a known fact. Like, what, and why discuss that on the way home from court? Like, what is that gonna help? You know what I'm saying? And he like, again, that has nothing to do with what's happened. Like, I'm going to jail for a gun. Like, why are we talking about when I was on drugs before? Well, you know what I'm saying? Because you not innocent. No. He then said, you getting on me about this drug shit or whatever about what I did a couple years ago, but you ain't innocent at all. You know what I'm saying? You also cheated on me. I said, hold on, did she? So in my eyes, I mean, both of y'all did dirt. He did some fucked up shit. You did some fucked up shit. But y'all chose to stay. Okay, that's the kind of crazy part. Y'all both made the decision to be together for whatever reason. For, as she said, all these 9, 13, 15, 50, 11 years. Okay. He then said, there have been times where you was absolutely there for me. He like, at the same time, there were also times when you were not there for me. Okay. And now they're arguing back and forth because she like him saying, I can't believe you was after all these years, after all I've done for you, I was always there for you, whatever. I'm like, Lord Jesus. He didn't even say how when he was on drugs, they wasn't even really together. He said at one point they was living in the same household, but he was sleeping downstairs and she was sleeping upstairs. But I was begging you to come upstairs. I would beg you to. Why would you beg your cheating drug addict baby daddy to come upstairs? For what? He a cheating drug addict. Let his ass stay downstairs. Okay, fuck you, bruh. As Robert said. Anyway, you know what I'm saying? It was crazy. It was just crazy. And it's like they arguing over a non-issue. Because that drug use has nothing to do with what's going to happen now. Nothing at all. I'm like, Kimbella is really looking for a story. Like, she's literally looking for a storyline for herself. Is what I feel like. I feel like she don't want their storyline to be, oh, poor Jim, poor Joel, he has to go to jail for his gun. Oh, so sad for him. She wants it to be, poor Kimbella, I'm losing him because he was on drugs and he has to go to jail for a gun. It's weird. It's the weirdest shit or whatever. He says how he just wish he had someone at this point in time in his life, like telling him things gonna be okay. Yeah, yes, you have to go away, but we gon' you know what I'm saying, something will be okay. And he like, right now that ain't what she doing. She like, but if you feel like that, like if you feel like we wasn't together all that time or whatnot, then why are we together now? We should just end it now. Like, let's just end it. He said, you know what? Well, I'll be in jail soon, dude. We'll work for you. I say, first of all, we being hoodwinked and bamboozled because he proposed her ass and she said yes. So, zero fucks given. Anyway, that's how the episode goes off. I am done. I am Jay Lee. This is Jay Lee's Corner. Peace.
He's like love, love, love.